Now we're back. All right. What is up? Episode 31 of the GOATcast. You know who it is. It's me. It's Clark. It's Luke. And we're gonna get right to our guest. This is one of our most interesting guests we've ever had on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Guy's so cool.
You may know him as like an OG round net spike ball player, commentator, a professional poker player,
world champion Catan player.
Is that real?
National? No, just national.
Went to the world championship.
I blew it for this country.
And a legitimate professional gambler, former Ohio State Survivor contestant.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. The resume is too long. Vinny, Bonta, what is up? Welcome to the show.
Boys, long-time listener, glad to finally be on here. I'm pumped with this topic, and more so, I'm just any excuse to talk to you three guys I'm excited about. And to anyone listening in the future, please vote for me.
Is there any thing I left off the resume that you like?
No, you pretty much crushed it. I think it was probably a lot of things were probably too generous. But no, those are probably the big headliners. It's funny because most people like spike ball is a way bigger deal. Like, oh, you were so sick at spike ball. I'm like, yeah, I'm talking to three guys who are better than me right now. And everyone listens. Everyone listening to this is like very familiar with it, where I'm just a forgotten person. So that's the funniest thing. But no, you crushed it. It was appreciate it.
I mean, one of us, I played a tournament with Vinny one time, a long time ago. Well, it was like
you carried me.
Yeah, right.
You really?
That been the last, I think, Rossi, that was the last tournament I played, I think
it might have been the last one I played at too.
Yeah.
What was that? It was Columbus. Was that an MRA tournament? I don't know.
Yeah.
It was in Columbus.
Something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
What was the team
These
name?
young kids.
We were premier commentators.
Nice.
Yep.
Clark and Luke, how are you guys?
I'm good. I'm actually excited for this topic. I mean, you're listing off those things and I'm just like getting embarrassed about my own life. Like, God, I'm in the same Zoom chat as Vinny. I'm good. That
was a great segue. I don't know if I want to cut you off, Luke, but
oh no, that was very well said. I 100% agree. We forgot to say that Vinny's a fantasy football god as well. I mean,
oh my gosh,
the resume's never ending.
Hey, now I'm in the same league as Vinny, and I just won. So
really,
yep.
It's not I really want to say. Yeah.
Through.
Yeah, I somehow beat him in guillotine, but
for real.
It was just because the Bills and Bengals game got canceled. We'll just say that.
Yep.
At $2, whatever it was.
Hey, I got my money back in that league. I ended up getting even at least on that. But
all right, as Clark subtly hinted at, we're gonna draft. This is a draft, obviously. We're drafting. I don't know how to word this. The words subtly and embarrassing have to be involved. Subtly embarrassing moments, things that shouldn't necessarily be embarrassing, but are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Subtly embarrassing life moments could be.
Subtly embarrassing life moments. I like that.
Could be good.
This was Vinny's idea. Is that based off of like common occurrences in your life, Vinny?
Oh, for sure. I mean, every single day I embarrass myself. No, I think my favorite thing in these types of podcasts are taking trivial things that you think about to yourself and don't vocalize. Like, I hope I say something and all three of us are like, oh my gosh, me too. Where people listening also are saying, that happens to me too. Or I think you guys are tracking and none of you are. And then that's even more embarrassing. So my embarrassing moment becomes embarrassing because of your guys' response. So no, I just think there's like subtle things that happen in my life that I'm internally embarrassed or find funny. And I want to see what it's like for you boys too.
I feel like we will. And Clark has a goal today. Not necessarily a goal, but Clark's on the hunt today for some vetoes. Is that true?
Oh yeah, I got my veto hand ready just because I want these to be subtle, man. I don't want any big hitters. I want
SpongeBob,
like Vinny said,
pants.
I want to be like,
subtle.
oh yeah,
okay.
So
I feel like I'm
ready. I'm just saying, be careful because I'm ready.
Okay. I'm with you, Rossi. Maybe we should team up right here.
We doing how many rounds do you want to do? 6, 5, 4? I have plenty. I like an even number. Do we think we can make it 6 rounds with this? Do we have?
I'm going to be pushing it, but that's okay with me.
Do we think we can do six rounds?
Let's push it. Let's push it.
Yeah.
Okay. Subtly embarrassing is not having enough draft topics potentially.
Yeah.
That could be pretty embarrassing. Yeah, I think the tough one here for sure. Like, for example, I was in first grade, traumatic memory, getting deep pants in front of a girl.
Definitely not subtle.
Not subtle. But man, did I want to talk about me in first grade having my life shattered.
Yeah.
But that's not for this podcast. That's a different one down the line.
Correct.
Yeah.
Most embarrassing.
Right. Core memories. Core memory embarrassing moments.
Childhood trauma.
Yeah.
The drama that could go.
Man,
too
that would
deep
get the
for some.
that would get the views.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ours would not be very exciting though, probably. All right, Clark, do you want to pull your screen share up?
Yeah, I'll share the old screen. Did you? Oh, look at you.
Oh, I'm already on top of this.
All right, Vinny, you get the honor of telling me how to enter these names into the randomizer.
Wow, that's very pressure filled. I will go. You know, I'm just gonna be super lame and go who I think has the most embarrassing to the least embarrassing already.
Oh, no.
So for me, I think I'll be the most embarrassing consistently in my life.
Wow.
Mhm, totally.
Rossi number 2,
Yeah, that checks out.
Clark number 3. Luke number 4.
Really?
Wow.
That's
Holy
definitely how it
cow.
is.
Luke just doesn't
I
embarrass
mean, what
himself.
you're telling me this guy with his beautiful stash is being embarrassed all the time? No, he's the
Not a
one laughing.
chance. All right, here we go. Randomizing. First
Well,
Clark, second Vinny, third Luke, fourth Rossi.
So not much different.
Clark, Vinny, Luke, Rossi.
I'm
All right, so
this is determining now we have to determine the actual draft order here.
Now we
based on
pick.
that. So Clark has first choice of what pick he would like. I'm curious if there's like something we're all fighting after at 1-1, but I don't
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't know.
I don't think I have a tier in my list, which is annoying.
I think I have 1-1. I
1-1.
mentioned it, but
I feel like
um
I'm not gonna get vetoed.
I feel like my 1-1 would get vetoed too. I feel like it's too embarrassing.
I'm gonna take the one. I'm gonna take the one.
Ooh, okay, I didn't want it.
All right. So this is tough because I still am trying to get the idea of if I want my list to be like what everyone's going through. Like I have a couple of my lists that are just Vinny specific that are definitely
you're a
subtly
sellout, is
embarrassing.
what you're saying.
Oh, for sure. I
Okay.
think so I like there's a couple that I mean we could do a million picks and they won't be taken. No, I'll go 2 though, because I have a 1-1 that I am pretty confident about, but I'm afraid Clark's gonna snag it.
Real
So
quick,
I'll go 1-2 just in case.
real quick. Vinny, your shirt you're wearing is a nice. It's a Ohio brand, of course.
Is it
how do you-
inside out?
How do you
Oh.
pronounce? No, how do you pronounce the brand
Hey,
that shirt is? How do you pronounce the brand?
homage.
Homage.
Mhm.
Soft H. Okay. Not
Soft
oma-
H.
not
The
homage.
softest of it.
Not homage.
Not homage. It is
Okay.
not an homage to something.
What is it?
but that could be
I
fun.
love,
It's
I love those
Yeah,
shirts.
great brand.
oh, they're the best. They're the best. Similar to Catan, kind of
Catan.
similar.
Catan. Okay. Sorry. I saw the H. Had to ask.
Of course, I
Mhm.
love it. Viewers are listening. There are people who are wondering.
Yeah, this is true.
Absolutely.
I had no idea. I'm kind of embarrassed. I might take it. I'm adding to the list. All right. I'm kind of thinking like Vinny. I'm gonna go with a 3, just in case it
Nice.
squeaks by. We'll see.
All right, cool. And I'm gonna go with the 4 just in case they all go passes
Yeah.
by, and I get my 1-1 at the 4,
Good call.
and possibly the 2-1. Oh, okay. Clark Marshall, you're on the clock. Congrats on winning the movie draft, by the way. Actually, I don't actually know if that's true or not, but votes are coming in.
That
right
would be
now, so
sweet if the chalkiest
Your
team
normie,
ever assembled
your
one.
normie takes.
Sorry, what was the order?
Clark,
Vinny,
Vinny,
then who?
Luke. Clark, Vinny, Luke, Chris.
Okay, so exactly how we.
Correct.
Right.
Chalk.
All right, with the 1-1, I'm going to take "Getting Happy Birthday" sung to you.
Yes, that
Oh,
was the first thing I
good.
wrote down. I didn't. Wow.
I think
Oh,
that
it's so
yeah,
rough.
that was the first one I thought of because there's no reason for you to get
It's just like-
embarrassed. It's your birthday.
Yeah, but it's the spotlight.
That was it. That was what I wanted first too. I think if you're really, really, really introverted, that might be too embarrassing. But I'd say for the average
Yeah.
Joe, that's just like very uncomfortable. But like Clark
Yeah.
said, like it's your birthday. Like I always try to like smile and like
And it's
Things good.
yeah, whether it's like a wait staff at a restaurant or it's your. I was just at 2 days in a row. We went out to dinner for my girlfriend's brother's birthday, and both times I was just feeling it through him. Like this is just he hates this. You just sense it.
dude, the wait staff. That's when it's really bad.
Yeah, that might be not subtle at all.
Yeah, when it's in front
Nobody
of the whole
actually wants
restaurant,
that.
everyone's like,
Who's
Yeah.
interrupting my meal?
Yeah.
I
Great
think
pick.
I think that's subtle enough, like Luke said, for the average Joe. You're just
Yeah, you're not running out of the
you're
room.
not looking forward to
crying.
that. But it's
good.
not ruining your
And
day.
the song always lasts longer. Like there's
Yeah.
always, it always just goes a little longer than you think.
Mhm.
Yeah. We need a nice like under 10
Saying.
second song to replace
Quick.
it.
Yeah.
and many more.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. Some people have a little
Keep
spin on it at
milking
the
it.
end and it just keeps going.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ugh. All
There
right.
you go.
All right. So I think this could set the tone if I'm way off on
Uh-oh.
what is
Uh-oh.
vetoed or not.
Mm.
Because subtle. But anyway, for me, absolutely the most uncomfortable thing is introducing myself to someone who goes, "We've met before."
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
That is the worst. I'm like, "Oh, hey, I'm Vinny." They're like, "Yeah, we've met." And then you understand that the interaction that you had
Yeah.
was so insignificant, but significant enough to them that it just puts you on a weird front already.
Yeah,
So
Right.
just that moment, like in Spikeball, it would happen every now and then. It would be like,
Oh, I bet.
"Oh," I'm like, "Hey, I'm Vinny." And like, "Yeah, we played a tournament like last week with each other."
Yeah.
And it was it was rough.
Yeah.
But yeah. And I was debating going the inverse.
I was just
of-
gonna say, I think the inverse is more like I know this person and they have no idea who I am.
Yeah, and that's embarrassing internally. That's probably the more subtle, but for me, the overarching embarrassment of being the introducer is more for me.
Oh,
But
I meant to
not
say
too
good
high.
to see you. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
I think out of
so-
everyone in this call, that probably happens to Vinny the most. So that makes sense.
He's
why
met
he-
everyone. Yeah.
Darn it.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it.
And Clark too. By
The
Clark on these
the
World
theme of this
Tours.
podcast is already going downhill. I just
yeah.
All right,
I
is
like
it
that
me?
pick.
I'm 3.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one, oh man, I'm like starting to cringe up thinking about it.
I have some
Um,
weird ones.
I'm gonna go with first day of class. You're sitting in there, everyone's sitting around. Teacher goes, "Let's do some icebreakers." I'm gonna take icebreakers as that subtly low-key embarrassing. It just, I don't know. I just
I'm
feel
with that.
weird. I'm not
I think it's
trying.
more awkward than embarrassing, but definitely embarrassing.
Right.
Yeah, I don't have it written
Yeah.
down, so I am interested to see how this plays out.
True. Veto it. I got more.
No, I don't
Oh.
want to veto it because I think I agree with it. It
It
is
is
kind of
embarrassing because, like, yeah, they make you,
Oh.
answer a question cleverly, and it's like, do I be funny?
two
Am I-
truths and a
yeah,
lie.
Am I the
like,
funny
oh,
guy
yeah.
now, or do I just be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
quiet?
No, after I say it, I'm always like, just kind of froze up. Like, did I say the right thing? Did I finish that right?
Yep.
Is what I said truthful? I don't know. It's just
if we're being honest, it really is a lose-lose here. You either say something that is remembered forever the rest of that class year, or you say something that's like fine and it's just
Yeah.
very forgettable. Like you're not winning this. It's not like,
Mm-mm.
dude, remember when Clark first day talked about that hilarious two truths and a lie?
And they're like,
That's not happening.
yeah,
That's
No
not happening.
way.
that guy is him, man.
No way. That
I
was
was literally,
literally.
I was in a wedding and I was a groomsman, but I knew the bride very well. And her first day of history, she said that she'd been to 2 continents, North America and Canada.
Oh,
Just misspoke first day, which is on that realm and was a very good story for the wedding.
See?
But that's what I think about with the icebreakers.
Yeah, that's
No
funny.
chance I'm forgetting that.
No
That's-
shot.
All right, I get 2 picks here, and I like the 2 I'm going with. Hopefully, they fit the criteria that you guys are
For sure.
looking at here. First one, thanks you too. You go to the movies, they say enjoy the movie. Thanks you too. You get your
This is
food,
on
enjoy
my
your
list.
meal. Thanks you too.
That was on my list
Nothing
too.
crazy, but it's always like, "Ooh,
Nope.
Hmm.
They're not.
Yep.
They're not watching. Yeah.
thanks you too.
And you're at the airport and they say,
Enjoy your
"Hey, have a
flight.
good flight."
Have a
Hey,
safe
you
flight.
too.
Yeah, I hate it. It's quick, but it's
Yep,
embarrassing.
that's a good one. That was on my list.
And then my second one is also, I feel like a lot of these are like with other people, obviously, because that's when you're most vulnerable. I think this could go one of two ways, like Vinny's did, but for me, it's you see somebody waving in your direction and you wave back and you realize they were waving to the person behind you.
Yeah.
So,
Good one.
intercepting a wave, maybe. I don't know how to put that, but
Waving at person behind you. Yeah.
yeah,
Dang, I
waving
don't have
back. Yeah.
all of those are so good, and I didn't have any of those down.
Wow. I need
Wow,
to
Clark's
have them.
spiraling. Clark is spiraling.
I'm
Yeah,
so
because like
embarrassed.
waving at somebody you don't know that you think is somebody else is kind of in the same vein. I don't know if
Yep.
someone else would take that, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Make
Sorry,
it cringe.
that's-
All right. I'm taking one that's like Ross's and Vinny's as well. That's kind of like, I don't know. Well, more like Vinny's, I'd say. I don't know if it's worse to be the receiver of this or to be the person to tell someone. But I'm gonna go with to be the receiver. I'm gonna say whenever someone comes up to you and tells you you've got a booger in your nose or in your mustache.
Or the
You don't know how long Clark's thinking about vetoing. I don't know.
I am. I don't know. We're getting. I don't know. I think that's a slippery slope. Like someone's gonna draft toilet paper on your shoe. Like I don't know. I think that's too much. Anyone with me? Booger in your nose. That feels a little.
Having
too
a
much.
booger in
I'm
your
the
nose.
visitor. I'm the visitor. So I
Having a
feel
booger in your
uncomfortable
nose
vetoing
is
anything.
embarrassing, I think.
Yep.
For me, the more subtly embarrassing thing is like if I'm having a conversation with my boss, like this happened,
They've got
and
a
she's got
booger.
like a piece of chip or something on her face, and I'm just like, do I say something? I don't know. That's like more embarrassing. I don't know why. Like I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree.
You're gonna veto?
I think I'm gonna veto it.
Okay.
Booger in nose. I
Um,
think is too much. Is it just me?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Think.
I mean, that's like the textbook embarrassing moment.
Dang, is it textbook? Then I guess it's too much. I'm about to make.
I'm
feel
not
like
gonna
that's
veto.
too much.
I can't veto. I can't.
Oh, okay. All right. Good pick,
Okay.
Luz.
I think my vetoes are gonna go more towards like things that are like almost traumatizing.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I agree. I think this subtly. So I will say, especially if you think about it, of like, it's just this sort of like, hey, Luke, you got something right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
It
a
also
big
depends
thing. It's
who
like,
is
hey,
telling you, right? Like
Oh,
if your boy
yeah,
tells
sure,
you, you're
absolutely.
like, okay, thanks, man.
Bro.
Like
But like if
I went on a-
if it's your
I
boss
went on a
or
first date last night, and see,
Ooh.
little breaking news, woo woo. And like if I realized after the fact I had a booger, or she said something, I mean, I want to collapse into
Yeah.
myself.
Is
I
there
would
big-
almost say, yeah, the embarrassing thing is you get home and realize, oh my God, I had a booger in my nose.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
more embarrassing. I think
Mhm.
that's more embarrassing.
You think?
Mhm.
Rather than
Yeah.
someone
Oh,
telling
dude.
you?
I think that's more embarrassing. Yeah.
Not knowing who knew and didn't say anything
Okay.
and
you're right.
playing that game is
That's fair.
terrible.
That's
That's a
super
slip. Talk about slippery slope.
And how long it's been there? Is this
No,
an
you're
all
right. Okay.
thing, or
Oh,
is this the past 20 minutes? It's been I don't know.
Are we getting date number 2, Vinny?
We sealed the deal. We got a date number 2.
Let's go.
Way out of my
go.
league. Way
Let's
out of my league.
go.
That's impossible.
She's also
That
listening
was
to the
my next
podcast.
pick.
No.
That's
She will
how we
be.
met.
She'll listen to this episode.
It was on the GOATcast Reddit fan
Yeah.
page.
Yep. Ooh, actually, that's guys. I think I just added one to my list from this potential topic, so I'm excited. I think I got
Way
another
to go,
one on the
Rossi.
list.
Hey, I'm just trying to help the people out.
Mhm.
All right, Clark. Luke, we're
You're
beating.
up, Vinny.
Luke, no, it's
Ooh, I am up.
wait. Oh,
um,
I'm way off. Well, what the heck? I wrote booger twice.
That's amazing.
All right, so I'm gonna go with one. It's gonna make me seem like a creep. I think I think we can all be men enough to own this, or women enough.
Careful.
You gotta be very careful. So you're scrolling on Instagram. You zone out for 5 or 10 minutes. You see either a girl you like or just a random profile. You're scrolling and you accidentally you're probably around 2 years or a year later into their profile and you accidentally hit the like button.
I have accidental
That
overspam like on
that
LinkedIn.
is so bad because you can't unlike it because they get the notification.
Dude,
Yeah.
They know.
I think it would go away though, right?
I think if you unlike it quick enough,
I don't think maybe the push notification would
goes
pop
off.
up.
Oh wow,
I
this
think
is
if you
breaking
unlike it,
news.
I think that's because we've all been there. We've all been there, like you said.
Oh
I think
wow.
like
This
they
can
would
change
get if they're
everything.
like on their phone at the moment, they get the
Yeah.
They
banner
get the push
thing.
notification.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they go on,
I
if you
still think
unlike
I
it,
still think there's an embarrassing moment enough because I think that even this could add to it of not knowing if they knew potentially, especially with someone
the
in your
feeling
life.
for sure,
The
is
feeling,
always
yeah.
gonna be there. Yeah.
When I was in high school, me and my friend, we would go play like Mario Kart Wii in his basement, and every time the loser would have to go to a random person's like Facebook and like go back a year and just like one of their photos because it's so
Ooh, yep.
embarrassing.
Dang.
That is so strong. That is such a good punishment.
Can we
Gosh.
test this real quick? I've got
Yeah.
Clark's old photo.
Oh,
from
yeah, that's a good one.
2013 pulled up.
That's a good
We're
one.
testing
Let's
this
go
live
for it, Luke.
test. Who you liking?
All right, you ready,
Clark,
Clark?
you probably
Yeah.
already like all those pictures.
I'm liking and disliking pretty immediately. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Did you get notified?
You
Nothing.
have push
All right,
notifications
I'm
on?
liking, and then I'm gonna.
Okay,
dislike.
I got the push.
I just disliked.
All right, now I'm gonna go. There's nothing in my notifications.
It's gone now.
Mhm.
Yep,
Wow,
I got the push.
It's elite.
That's so nice. That's so good to know.
It just saved
Just
a life.
for this podcast alone, that's good to know. Okay, so do I need to redo my answer, or is that still
No, that's definitely
Oh, that's
the
perfect.
internal feeling is like, oh my
perfect?
gosh, I just
Good.
did I just
All
like
right,
that?
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
absolutely.
Love it. All right, good to know,
No, that
man.
was on mine.
Podcast is
No.
answering questions for all of
life-
us. That's good to
life's
know.
If I do that,
questions.
if I do that tonight, I'm still gonna be like, that might have been a glitch when I did it with Clark's
Yep,
phone.
yep, yep,
Maybe
yep,
it'll have
yep.
to update.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
like screenshotting.
sure.
You're always like,
For
wait,
sure.
Instagram doesn't tell you if you screenshot something, right? And then you always have to
Yeah. Yes.
For sure, there wasn't an update or
Wait,
something.
Facebook might, but Snapchat, yeah. That's always
Yep.
That's always a good one. All right. Now Clark's on the clock. Luke, we're gonna veto
Dude,
this.
all
We're
mine
gonna
are
veto
way
this, Luke.
too tame. Now I'm pissed. All right.
We're gonna lose Clark the rest of the podcast if you brainstorming as we're talking. We're about to lose
Yeah.
Clark.
These are all so lame.
Subtly embarrassing is being the only one that vetoes.
So subtle. Yeah, that would suck. Hold on. Wait, I have it it's in my notifications. I guess I was too early.
Oh no, I went back and liked it.
Oh, you did?
While I was there, I was like, I'm
That's
just gonna support
amazing.
him.
That's amazing.
I was about to say, I was like, did I just lie to him? Okay. I was like, okay. All right.
You people are still listening.
Whew. All right. Jeez. This I thought was like
Chalk.
yeah, I thought it was chalk because it's so subtle and like almost kind of classic, but I'll go ahead and take it. Walking back to your seat after you bowl.
Uh-huh.
I love that. I saw that online. I was like, this
Yeah.
is so good.
That is so.
It's
That's
such
probably
a
what I was
weird-
thinking next.
It
It's
doesn't even
just
matter.
weird.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter
It's-
what you shoot. Like, yeah,
Yeah, whether you get a strike or you get a 4, like, I mean, it's the similar idea of like all the eyes are on you and you don't like
yeah.
There's
Like,
no
you gotta throw up the
typical
X,
thing for you to do.
Throw
Yeah.
up the X.
Yeah,
Throw up the spare.
you gotta, yeah, you gotta dance or something, or like
Fist bump
turkey,
everyone. Yeah.
moonwalk,
Um,
just normal stuff.
You got to do some moonwalk or something off those goofy shoes.
You just have to.
I love that.
I like it.
Okay. So the rest of these suck, I guess. I'm gonna go with a lot of these also, I don't know if this was a theme for you guys, but a lot of these stem back to like middle and high school. Or
Yep,
like-
absolutely.
That is the most cringy moment of our lives.
yeah. So I'm gonna go with carrying in a poster to school, right?
Oh, dude.
You get it out of the car, get off the bus, whatever the case may be.
It's so
Like a
big.
You got
Like
your
a big poster board,
you got your huge poster,
and you can't
that
roll it
now
up.
everyone knows.
You can't roll it up.
Bro.
Right. No reason that should be embarrassing.
Well, I was a pretty bad student back in the day, and I am pretty bad at arts and crafts. So
Yeah.
people see my poster board and be
Yeah.
like,
Like,
really?
It's like
Oh,
yeah, carrying
You spent
anything
how
that's
long
bigger
on
than
that?
like that doesn't fit
Yeah.
in your backpack. Like if you're making like a diorama or something, or yeah.
No,
for
Clark,
sure.
that's so good, dude. That used to traumatize me. I would not get a haircut whenever I was in school because I was afraid to walk in different than what I would normally.
Ooh, yep.
Yeah.
Like, any little thing like that, anything different, dude, it would wreck me.
Which is weird because I look back at like what I looked like in high school and I'm like, what was I thinking? So it's like, why did I even think about anything that I did? I had purple and orange Phoenix Suns tennis shoes that I wore every day to school. Like,
That's fire.
I
And I
wore
had, like,
Nike Shocks.
And I had an afro.
You have to wear the shocks.
I rocked Shocks and cargo pants like it was.
Oh
nothing.
yeah, the plaid.
Bring them
cargo
back.
shorts.
Honestly,
We need to bring back plaid shorts.
I think
Yeah.
cargo pants are back.
You think?
They're
I
coming
think
back.
they are.
What length? Are they a
Like
little bit
baggy,
shorter?
baggy ones.
I think so. Let me look it up. Our cargo.
I was just getting on like the slim fit
pants
stuff, and now slim
back.
fit's not a thing anymore.
Cargo shorts, Nike Elite socks, Sperry.
Wow.
Oh,
Nike
the
Elites.
Nike Elites. Yeah. Mhm.
My buddy was a
Yep.
camp counselor, and he wore socks that were like fake Nike Elites, and all the counselors or kids called them fake Elite. That was his nickname.
Oh no. Yeah, that's traumatizing.
Was it? Was it a week long or like a summer long month?
It was like
thing?
a summer long thing. Like he was like the
Okay.
sports whatever people.
Oh my gosh,
They
you
called
do
them
that
fake
all
Elite.
summer. Like
Yeah.
I did one that was like weeks long. It's like, God, I want this week to be over, so I stopped being called fake Elite. But for him, it's the whole summer. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Fake Elite.
That's solid.
Carrying poster.
Perfect.
That's good. I didn't have it on my list, but that's good.
I did
Oh,
not.
I love that. I love that.
The trifold
Thanks.
thing was a game changer then because you didn't see what was inside.
Trifold.
Yeah, true.
yeah.
But still, you're like, I don't know. It's
Still.
something about
Clunky.
getting off the
Yeah.
bus or getting on the bus or getting out of the car or whatever.
Yep.
Mhm.
You got your big old honking thing. Yeah.
Yep.
You're up, Vinny.
Perfect. I just got a notification asking me who will be the Super Bowl champion. I do not know. So I'm gonna go. Okay, so this is a classic dinner. You're at a nicer dinner, just anywhere with a sit down dinner. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you had too many appetizers. Maybe you weren't that hungry, but you don't finish most of your entree.
Mhm.
Waiter or waitress comes by and asks you, "Oh, did you not like your meal?" Or, "Oh, do you
Mm.
want a box for that?" And you're just like, "No, it was fine, but
Yeah.
I'm done."
Yeah.
So it's just having to either for a bad meal or if you just don't really want to take it home, having to tell the waiter or waitress,
Don't need a
no,
box.
you can
Please take it. Yeah.
yeah, you can take it.
Yeah.
It's just like
That's really
it's pretty
good.
uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable.
It's definitely
I
when you
got
don't
all I
like
needed
it, I
out of it.
think.
Okay.
You always gotta like
Yeah,
strategically place like the napkin over the top of it so they don't see it as much. Like spread it
Absolutely.
out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. My dad had gastric bypass, so his stomach is like the size of a quarter. And
gosh.
I pre-laugh because he has like 2 bites of his meal. He's also like
Oh.
the best person to go to dinner with because you get his meal. But every time, oh, we can like get you a free meal. We can get something else for you because
Yeah.
you clearly didn't like it. And he says,
He's
"No,
like,
I'm full. It's okay."
I'm full. It was fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. But
Yeah, that's
anyway,
ideal.
so
That's a sneaky good pick.
That's good.
No, that's great. All right.
That
I'm
just
gonna
happened to
go
me
with
2 days ago.
all right, you're in public. Maybe you're at a restaurant. You go back to the bathroom, get in there, lock the door. Doesn't matter what you're doing in there. But when you hear that knock, knock, knock on the door, dude,
oh my gosh. Yep.
holy occupied.
Yeah.
Voice cracks. Like you don't. That's just the
Oh,
most
it's so
awkward
good.
thing, and you just feel so rushed. You don't know who's
Yep.
on the other
Mhm.
side.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, dude.
That's really good.
Yep. And not to get too graphic, that means the rest of the time you're in there, they're also standing right there.
Yeah.
They're right there.
The
Go
meme.
away for like a minute.
Dude.
I feel like I just mentioned this recently. Maybe it was a different conversation entirely, but the meme of the guy in the handicap stall and all the line of wheelchairs.
Wait, is that on a show or something?
Huh?
Oh,
Is that on a TV show or something?
I just saw a meme. It was like a guy's
I feel like it's a
Snapchat.
sketch. Okay.
oh my God. I haven't
Oh,
heard
it's
about that or
Snapchat.
seen that
It's like-
meme.
I haven't
And
either.
it's just a line of wheelchair like on the bottom of the stall.
So good.
Oh, that's so good.
Bro,
Yeah,
I would have been in a lot of trouble as a 13-year-old man. I love those stalls. I don't know why.
Bro, still. What are
Roomy.
you talking about?
Dude,
Much
it's not-
more-
but I don't really go in
You
them
have so
anymore.
much room.
yeah.
Like then I would always
Yeah.
I'd like wait for someone just to go in there.
That's
Need that
I'd
leg
be in
room.
that line of wheelchairs.
Hey, someone did that other one? No, go for it.
Yeah. I have a reservation.
All right. This is kind of a weird one. I'll wait. First one I'm going to take is a little bit more chalk.
Okay.
Kind of lame. It's pretty subtle though. It's not that embarrassing. You're just in a quiet room with people and your stomach's growling. Not super embarrassing, but like
Okay.
I'm in a meeting and I'm just blah, 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 blah,
You don't think that's super embarrassing? It could be.
No, it's not super embarrassing.
That's another one that depends on who you're in there with.
Those are just like
Right.
coworkers for me personally, but if you're with your friends, like who cares?
You're right. Right.
I don't know. I'll veto it. Please veto it.
No, I'm done. I'm done. Pick.
I think the fun game of thinking how loud is my body of like, I wonder if they did hear it,
Yeah.
because it's so loud to you, but
Who knows who heard it?
Mhm.
All
Hey,
right.
look around.
All right. I don't love that, but whatever. All right. Next one is this might be too niche. I don't know, but for me, there's two picks here that are pretty similar. I don't know which one to go with. The one's more awkward and this one's, I don't know if this is even embarrassing, but you're at the grocery store. You need to there's a granola bar or something you like at a certain aisle, you know where it's at. You walk up there, there's somebody in the way grabbing something from that same area.
Yep.
And you want to wait for them. So you just like pretend to look somewhere else. I don't know if you guys do that, but like if I'm going to
I
pick
feel
up like,
that's an
whatever.
easy fix.
is that embarrassing?
I mean,
You said it was for you.
I don't know. Like I
mean-
just like awkwardly just like stand there and I'll like look for something else. Like I don't know if that's just me.
No,
I'm
yeah, for
kinda-
sure.
Then you're glancing over at them. You don't really
You're
want
waiting for them to finish grabbing the milk or the egg out of the fridge because you can't go into the fridge when they're in there, and you're just like looking at the other. I don't know. That was terrible.
You're randomly looking at the Quaker Oats section, knowing you're never going to buy
Correct,
it.
you're just
so
waiting
they
for the-
don't
yeah.
see. Yeah, of course.
Correct.
Yeah.
minute.
No, I get. Oh, yeah, for sure. Or what the terrifying thing is if you're right behind them and they turn around to look at you, and then you all of a sudden like rushing them.
Yeah.
It
and I'm
gets
like,
a
no,
little
you're good.
weird.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm just waiting for you, but you're fine. You're fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it gets a little.
So I would
little
just
dicey for sure.
like waiting. I don't even know how to word it.
Needing something from same area.
Waiting.
We'll workshop it.
That was something I was really excited about for this pod, is seeing how you guys would write up a lot of the answers.
That's
some of
the
it, like,
hardest part.
It's so difficult. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll think of a way to word it that
I almost want to change my pick after that encounter between Rossi and Clark. I might want to take when Clark makes a
Well, I have a pick later down the road that's somewhere down the line, so hopefully it's still alive.
Okay, I'm actually going to go with this actually happens a lot whenever we do these GOATcast ones. I don't know if you guys feel this, but I'm always like trying to do this as fast as I can once we're done. The last few seconds of a Zoom call, saying bye, and then sitting here for 3
So
seconds,
good.
4 seconds in silence.
Bye. Yep.
Leave meeting, like having to click both buttons, and
Yeah.
you don't know when it's over, and you're like, all right, see you guys.
That's so good. That's really good.
I've definitely, at work,
Yeah.
I had to get good at it because there were way too many times where it's like you're on the phone with your boss and they're sharing their screen. So they got to unshare, then leave meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got to have the leave meeting up
Yeah,
when you're about ready to wrap up. Yeah.
Luke, that's tough because I think my answer my next one I was about to say is like in the same family.
It's
So
close.
I'm not going to go with it anymore, but it was going to be how you leave tough conversations. Like,
It's definitely different, but yeah.
So
it's tough.
you break up with your significant other,
Yeah.
and then it's just
It just
how do you leave? Like, you want to be the jerk who just dices when like she's really sad,
you
but
just-
Right.
also you got to get out of there.
You're not
So
trying to
it's
sit there
that-
for an hour and a half.
that's I
Exactly.
think that's almost
That's different.
that's not
And
so
they're a
might be
similar
better.
family. Yeah, it's not subtle. Yeah, no, I agree.
I
No,
think
I agree.
Oh, that's terrible, dude. I'm the kind of guy that's just like, I don't want to be the one that says bye or end something,
Yeah.
so I'll sit there,
avoid conversation.
pat him on the back.
sure. Yep. Okay, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Buddy. Well, I being called buddy alone is suddenly embarrassing.
Dude, every time I listen to
Meaning.
Clark and Buddy play, like I was watching that new video of them playing.
Oh,
Clark
yeah.
calls him Buddy. I'm like, and then I'm like, oh yeah,
What
that's
does this mean?
Is he insulting him?
Yeah.
I was like, he's just talking to him. I was like,
Yeah.
why are they calling that dude Buddy?
Oh, that's so strong. That is
What
really
are you
strong.
drinking there, Clark? Fanta? What are you drinking there?
That was a Princess Yum Yum.
Ooh.
beer.
Oh,
I had
Princess
pizza, so
Yum
I had to have a beer, right?
Yum. Yeah, perfect combo.
Combo.
Perfect. Okay. Is it my pick?
Yes,
Yep.
her.
There is.
Man. So, so we're at Christmas, we're at Thanksgiving, whole family's there. At different stages of your life, you get asked specific questions. So you're senior in high school. Oh, where are you going to college? What are you studying? And then there's the really tough one. Oh, are you dating anyone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I'm single. And you just kind of sit there, and just subtly, you just kind of sit there in silence, and there's nowhere to go from there. There's no like,
oh,
no, I'm single, but like
you'll find
it
the
might
one.
change.
Are you trying?
Oh yeah, and then oh no, you have time. You'll find someone.
You're still young.
Yeah, all the responses. Yeah. How old are you? Oh yeah, you got time. Wow, how old are you? Is so
At some
real.
point, at some point, it's be like, oh, you're that old? Okay.
When's the cutoff?
Yeah. The cutoff is, I feel like, probably way too close I feel like I'm still somewhat young, and I think it's like dangerously getting close.
Well,
but
some people are like, if you're 22, you're too
for aunts
old
and
for that
grandparents.
question.
That's coming.
I think.
The grandparents. Yep.
Yeah, because they're married at like 20.
Mm-hmm.
I think that whole interaction. Sorry to talk about what you were just saying. Like any of those questions, it's because you hear the same question 6 times in a row. Like you'll be 3 years out of college, and they're like, "Oh, how was school? You done with classes?" Because they just forget every time. And it's
every time. Yep. And yep.
You're giving the same answer.
It can't go wrong.
Yeah. That's good.
That was good. Oh boy.
Have we only taken 3?
Yep. Or everyone's taking 4. I've taken 3.
Yeah.
Okay, we're taking 4. Okay, I just need 2 more.
Sorry,
No, I don't, dude. I thought we had taken 3 too. You're okay.
You had Booger, but didn't get vetoed.
Sorry,
I've got 3 and a high-key embarrassing one.
Yeah, like driving in. That's like you're driving in the rain. Minor inconvenience.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with the one that I actually thought of a second ago. But so you go out to eat with someone, you're with friends, you walk out the front door. All right, see you guys later. And then your car is like in the same direction.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
And you're like,
Say bye,
yeah.
Hey, see you, bro.
Goodbye again. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have that. That was my next
good one.
Say bye. Walk same direction.
Yep. And then I really want to take one that's super similar to Vinny's, but I'll save it for honorables. So this is my second to last pick. Oh, this is a good one. Okay. Also similar to one of Vinny's, but so I'm trying to text Vinny, right? And I'm like, dude, did you see, or like, I'm talking about Luke. So I'm like, Luke's shirt was so funny. Send it to Luke.
Yep.
Oh, dude.
Even if it's not anything like mean, right? Even if I'm like,
yep.
Oh yeah, hanging out with Luke later. Send it to Luke. It's like, what? Oh, someone was talking about me,
dude.
That could be traumatizing to me though.
Depending what you say.
Yeah,
if you're being mean, like,
smack,
it's over.
Like, God, I really hope Luke doesn't come over later. That's not subtle. That's not subtle at all.
Yeah.
No, just the whole sending to the wrong person. Just
I
freak out.
had one of the worst experiences of that at one point. I don't know if I told you this, but one of my old jobs, I was working basketball camps for the Pistons, and a while back, like years before that, my friend had taken my phone and tweeted some like jokes out with some controversial punchlines on my Twitter account. I forgot about it. Time hop pops up, 3 years ago on this day. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I screenshot it. I type in, I go to Andrew Smith on my phone. I press send to send him a screenshot of what I'm like, you loser. Why'd you do this? I forgot about this. A couple hours go by and he hasn't responded. I'm like, did I send that? And I look at my phone. I sent it to my boss, Aaron Smith, who I was at work with. And I'm like,
you loser.
And I'm Googling like how to like delete tweets, or how to delete text messages, which you can't. And it was like, and I had to like,
now.
And I wasn't, now you can, but this,
that's
I had to like find him and be like, hey, I just sent you some pictures. Don't worry.
Don't read them. I promise they're not funny.
So that's why.
Saying don't look at him. He's like,
Yeah, like
Okay.
I'm traumatized by it
You
because
get
of
on there
that.
now.
I'll delete it right now. Yeah.
But
That's so
I
bad.
see that.
That's so good.
I see how it could be a subtle thing if it's not a issue.
That's
Yeah.
really good. I a move that high school, little college Vinny would used to pull if you wanted to text someone, but you didn't know how to start the conversation. Like there wasn't a very good way to do it. I would then send it like so if I was texting Ellie, I would be like, "Hey Ellen, what's up? Oh, sorry, I meant I was meaning to text Ellen, but like, how are you?"
Hey, that's
I would do
that's
that
sly.
quite often.
That's
Oh, I meant to text that
smooth.
other girl.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
That's that
exactly.
other girl.
Yeah,
Bro's
that
got
was-
unlimited
that's-
Riz, dude. That Riz.
Well, I'm
though.
here.
I got called out once, and I'm like, you got me." No, Clark, I like that. I like that pick. I was gonna go with this, the screenshot a message conversation to send to someone,
Yeah.
but you send it to the conversation.
believe-
you're like,
Oh
You
my
Yeah.
goodness.
yeah, that's tough. Okay, so Clark, you maybe have been in my basement for what I'm about to say.
Mhm.
It's easy. YouTube video flops. You're with your boys. You're just having a blast. You're like, you're switching YouTube videos. You're like, oh, guys, I have a hilarious YouTube video to show you. You play it, crickets.
If it's over like a minute long, it's over.
Yeah. And then it's like a 2-minute video and a minute 20. You quickly realize it's falling. You're like,
Oh,
yeah, it's like
Wrong
you
crowd.
get the
Wrong crowd. Yeah.
vibe. Yeah, you get the idea of the video. So you turn it off real quick.
that's
You-
so
you get it.
good.
Dude, that is
That's great.
actually that's so good.
Yeah,
At first, I
but-
thought you meant like making YouTube videos with your boys or flops,
Nope.
but no,
Yeah.
it's definitely the watch.
Just showing, or like, yeah, I think that goes for anything. Like you,
yeah,
It's
mhm.
definitely the showing thing, and I feel like that's
Yeah.
changed, like with like Vine and TikTok. Like everything's got to be boom, 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 boom. Back in
Yeah,
like middle
mhm.
school, it was like I'll watch whatever stupid comedy video for
Absolutely.
20 minutes.
That reminds me of the I think you should leave skit. I don't know. I
Yeah.
know Clark's probably saying it.
bro. Yeah,
Where he goes home and makes a YouTube video or whatever. I don't know.
It's dubbed over.
so many. Oh,
Dubbed over.
It's
He did
Bozo
the-
is saying it.
not some
No.
guy.
But okay, it's not some guy. It was funny because I showed Clark, I think you should leave stuff, and it was
Yeah.
hilarious. But then I've also showed, I think you should leave to crowds, and it fell so flat.
That's
And-
definitely one that can. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. But
not with
yeah,
me, Vinny.
I love it. But yeah, YouTube video blunders or collapses. A lot of ways to
That's a
word
great
that.
pick.
Good. Okay, I don't really know how to word this next one, but man, this makes me very uncomfortable for some reason. I can remember several times, especially in college, that this happened, but just getting in the elevator with other people and sitting with them the whole ride down,
Yep.
just not speaking. You know,
Yeah.
you don't have service, so like you
That
can't
was what I
text
wanted next.
anybody or anything.
Elevator rides. Yeah, totally.
With like one other
I-
person.
It's it is just very, very uncomfortable. And then it's worse when they try to talk to you.
Yeah.
Because like what are we doing? Like,
Yeah, because it's very limited amount. Yeah, it's like okay, this
Mhm.
conversation can only be 10
okay, have a
seconds
good
long.
day. Yeah, and then have a good day 10
Yep.
seconds later. And it's just like I'm even more uncomfortable
I
than
hate that you
if
picked
you just
that.
let me look at my phone and act like I was doing something.
Yeah.
Yep.
I hate when you're just minding your own business going down from like the 10th floor to, and then somebody's getting on, they're on the phone really loud, and then they just have to stop talking, or like they're with somebody else and they just,
Oh, sorry, I'm on the.
Yeah.
There's someone in here.
or they're all energetic thinking they're going to be alone, and then you just both realize, oh no. Oh,
pick.
I wanted that next. That hurts.
Mm,
My
dang.
last two picks. I just thought of one, but I don't really know if it's embarrassing. Because let me think. Okay, the first one I'm going to take is kind of stupid, but when you send a meme in the group chat that was already sent within the last day or two.
Mm,
Dang it! No.
Just happened to
Oh
me
my
the other day.
gosh.
I sent
That's good.
something. Pat called me out. Clark already
Yeah.
sent it, or he's like, "Bro, I sent this already." I was like, "Gosh."
like,
My
still
one-
funny though, right?
So-
My like one Twitter group chat, we are on each other like crazy about that. If anybody's on it, it's like because half the time you just send crap, you don't even think about it.
Yep.
But then someone
Yeah.
calls you out, you're like, "Oh no."
Dude, that's so funny. I feel like such a dirtbag when I do that.
Mhm. Yep, I have a bunch of my buddies from college. We're in a group called Sports and Stuff, where we just send funny sports stuff. We don't really we do talk about sports a little bit, but it's just funny stuff. So it'll be like headline blurbs or tweet blurbs,
Yeah.
and there's no one who does it more than myself. and we have to serve a 5-minute penalty, so we get removed from the group chat
Yes.
and then allowed back in.
That's
But
good.
it sucks
Good.
because they all realize you haven't been reading.
Yeah.
Like
Correct.
they
You just
realize
ignore
you ignored it. Yeah, because I'm on
Yeah.
my phone. I saw the tweet and I chose
Yeah.
to do this instead of looking at your messages. It
Yeah.
is rough. It's brutal.
Mhm.
That's a great one.
It's also like when somebody sends me something expecting me to laugh, and it's like, dude, I've been on Twitter all day. I already know what this is. I don't know how. Like, I'm not gonna laugh at this.
Yeah.
now.
Like, oh, saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now I have my last pick. Oh, I don't think my draft's been that good based on reaction for the most part. I've been hit or miss.
They're subtle, man.
I'm trying to avoid. Well, this is more cringe. It's something that drives me crazy. I guess it's not embarrassing, so I'm not going to take it. I'll talk about it later. But I'm just going
I'm
to say,
stressing about this last pick too, Ross. You're okay.
when you
I'm
give
stressed.
somebody your phone to show them a picture or anything, maybe on an Instagram, and you're just nervous about some stupid thing you have saved on your photo reel, and they're
Yep,
scrolling
yep.
like a slideshow of different pictures of your house or something,
Over scrolling.
and you're just scared. Like,
Yep.
So I guess even if they see something, I guess that's more embarrassing. But even if it's something stupid, like why is there a picture of
Yep.
SpongeBob playing football with,
Yep.
Tommy Pickles or something? Like, it's just something stupid. It could be.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but
No, that's a great one. No, that's a great one. I have many memories of showing someone a picture, and as I'm just going through my camera roll, like
That's some other
you're
thing.
going
Yeah.
this, and then
yeah.
Yeah.
Or like I'll be showing my little nephew who's like 6, and he's like randomly pressing
Babies, yep.
buttons. I'm like, just give me this. So I don't know. Photo scrolling. I don't know if that
Right.
counts as internet tabs too. If people going like if you have
I
like
think it's in the
Google,
same family.
if you like Google something weird and then I don't know, but I'm just putting
You start
photo.
Googling how to, and then they see all the things you haven't known what to do.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah,
it's-
that's great. The autofill. I'm just I guess photo scrolling.
No, that's great, man. You never
That's a good
know.
one.
I don't know what's in my photo album.
It's like I
Like,
don't
that's
have anything
really
like
hard.
that I would be traumatized by, but it's just people might think I'm weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Like
I've
if I
got
look at my
pictures of
photo roll
Rossi
now. I got
zoomed in,
edited
edited or whatever.
recipes.
Yeah.
I got recipes. I got a screenshot of Colleen Hoover. I got like just weird stuff on here, and I just
No, my
about
photo,
it.
my camera roll is 80% screenshots, and I
Oh, yeah.
don't remember.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Literally, look, this is one that's in my camera roll. And this dude's stomach, it says milkman. That's it, like, dude, I don't want anybody seeing that. That's literally like one of my most recent pictures on here.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I 100% agree.
Thank you.
I don't even know. I'm gonna need help here, Ross. I don't know how to word this one, but I
I'm
think
not the right person
people
to
all
ask.
kind of relate to this one because you guys played spike ball and whatever. But when you have like a kind of unique hobby and people ask you about it and then they just like kind of shut it down, kind of like I like to play pickleball, and it's like, oh yeah, I love playing pickleball, and they're like, oh, isn't that for old people?
Like
Or
downplaying it.
yeah, why do you play that when you can play tennis? Yeah, so like when people like
Mhm.
downplay something that you
Downplay your
actually
interests.
enjoy, yeah.
Bringing activity to the group and it getting shut down, or worse, no one says anything, is a
Yeah.
really tough feeling. It's a tough one
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. So
I also
just
like at my work, people know me as like the spike ball guy, and I'm like, I'm not even good at the game. Like,
Dude, yes.
but I'm the
yes.
spike ball
Your
guy.
brand.
I hate that.
Oh, yep. Rossi right there with you.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of close to that a little bit because they
yeah.
kind of like, yeah.
No, I was the pickleball guy in my last job, and it's like, and they would just kind of tease me about it more than anything, which was fine. But like most of it was middle-aged women, messing
Yeah.
with me about it because
Yeah.
they don't really
Yeah.
care about competition or playing a sport or anything. So
Yeah. No, that's good. I'd say downplaying your interest works wording wise.
yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Happens to me all the time.
Is it my last pick?
Vinny, yep.
All right. So this might be such a flop, and this is so unique. McDonald workers knowing your name. It's embarrassing. It's so rough. It's so rough. So
Yeah.
like at my old job, I don't drink coffee. My Monday morning, Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning,
Uh-huh.
Thursday morning, Friday morning always starts at McDonald's, and I just get a large Diet Coke every day. My barista are the workers at the McDonald's on High Street,
This is my guy.
and I
Diet
make
Coke,
small
yeah.
talk. Diet Coke, it's my
Let's
main.
go.
I mean, I have a lot of vices, but that's like my main one. Probably
Let's
don't
go.
kill me. But
My
yeah,
people.
it's never great when I'm like, hey, can I get a large Diet Coke? Oh, hey, Vinny.
Oh, it's Vinny.
Like they know, and then it's really bad when I'm in a car with someone. And guys, this is two different McDonald's. This isn't the same one.
No.
They're two different McDonald's that know my name. So that's
awesome.
That's an ego check. But yeah, so I think McDonald's workers knowing your name is got to be very subtly embarrassing.
That's one I wanted to pick for myself, but like I just had never actually experienced it yet. But I can imagine.
Yeah. Then you get up to the window that when they didn't say it, you're like, "Oh, I'm Vinny, by the way." They're like, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
like,
Large Diet
yeah,
Coke.
we know
Every day,
you're the
dude.
loser. Yeah, we know who you are. We make fun of you every day.
Then it goes back to your first pick. You're trying to introduce yourself, and that's it.
Yeah,
Wow, full
amazing
circle.
callback. Great callback. Great
That might be
callback.
more of a flex than anything, though. I mean,
Not at
knowing
McDonald's
your
though.
name,
That's the issue.
hey,
Yeah,
Vinny.
McDonald's. Yeah,
Yeah. All right, Clark, bring us home, man. I know you got something special saved up.
Oh no, I don't, dude. I'm stressing here looking through my list.
Yeah, my
A
six
lot of these
round
overlap
was-
with the ones we've taken, which is, I guess, good. But
Mhm.
I'm just gonna take. Geez, guys. None of these are embarrassing
No rush, no rush.
or flex or cool.
When you
Um,
when you double fault for the first time in a tournament.
when you don't win nationals.
That would be so embarrassing.
When your national champion partner has 2 more abs than you.
I'm just gonna go. This may be chalk. I'm just gonna go with buying toilet paper.
That's so wow. That's really good.
That's a
Just
really
to-
good one. That is a really good one.
Everyone's got to do it, but it's
I
like
always feel like I have
you
to
can
throw
only
something else
buy a
in the cart.
massive freaking
Yeah.
3x3.
Yep.
Foot.
Yeah, like this guy poops a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it's like, did he get the 1-ply to get the Charmin Ultra Soft? Oh
Mhm.
yeah. I've never judged anybody when I watch them buy toilet paper, but I always think everybody's judging me.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's that's how all these are.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Exactly. Yep.
It's like, oh, I don't.
Buying
Yeah.
toilet paper.
What's
Buying toilet paper, that's good.
all right? Shall I? Shall I
Yeah,
read through these?
Read these back, then we can rip some
All right.
honorable mentions.
I, with the first overall pick, took getting "Happy Birthday" sung to you,
Mm-hmm.
and then walking back after you bowl, carrying in a poster to school, saying goodbye, then walking to the same place,
Mhm.
texting the person you're talking about,
Mhm.
and buying toilet paper.
I like it.
I like
like
that
it.
a lot.
Vinny's got "We've Met Before."
Yep.
Liking an old Instagram picture.
Mhm.
Oh, did you not like your meal? And are you dating anyone? Questions. YouTube video flops.
That was sneaky
And-
goated right there.
McDonald's knowing your name. Luke takes icebreakers.
Mm-hmm.
Getting told you have a booger. Getting a knock on the bathroom. Last few seconds of a Zoom call. Elevator
good one.
rides. And someone downplaying your interests.
Solid.
And Rossi takes "thanks you too" incorrectly. Waving at the person, someone's waving at the person behind you. Your stomach growling. Stalling while needing something over someone's
Yep.
shoulder. We'll talk about that one. Resending a meme or post,
Mhm.
and then someone over scrolling in your photos.
Yeah, over scrolling, that's
Yep.
good.
Clark, can you make sure on the "Are You Dating Someone" just to have family member? Because I really want to emphasize the family
Sure.
member.
Sure.
Because that's the
Yeah,
worst part.
It's gotta be, yeah,
Yeah.
like holiday party type. It's always
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
I'm excited for the
Family.
honorable mentions. I feel like the honorable mentions is going to be
Start us
really
off.
great.
Start us off, Vinny.
Oh, wow. I'll rip off a couple real quick. Sending photo, text combo to the same conversation.
Mhm.
Someone saying, "Hey, that was actually pretty funny."
Look at you.
Like, oh, that's like, thanks.
Yeah.
So I think realizing that college athletes are younger than you and realizing the effect it has on your life is pretty embarrassing when you like really put it in
Yeah.
a big scope.
Yeah,
Or even
Um,
professional athletes nowadays, dude. It's like,
Dude, yes. Yep. Mhm.
oh yeah.
This is pretty personal to me. My dad had a Christmas gift where he got me a spike ball license plate. That was just subtly embarrassing. Like,
oh gosh.
that was your brand for
yeah.
a while, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was my brand, and I'm not gonna be the jerk son who's like, I don't want this, right? Like,
Yeah.
what? No. But like I remember literally picking this girl up on her date, and her parents were in the driveway, and it's just me pulling up
Like
in
Paul
my
Vinny.
Honda
Oh,
Pilot.
I didn't
and it just
realize that was a
says-
gift,
It
dude.
just
That's
says
awesome.
spike ball. Oh, so you thought I just wanted that, Clark? That makes it way worse. That makes it so much worse. Oh no.
Now it's traumatizing.
Oh.
Can't even draft it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Oh, that makes it so much worse.
That's funny.
Someone sending you a video and then subsequently following up asking if you would watch a video that you haven't watched.
Mm.
I would say just Zoom etiquette in general, but specifically when you're on mute and you're trying to talk or you don't realize you're not on mute.
Totally.
Yeah.
And my last one that is the most uncomfortable, but I don't know the best way to say it, is either an ex or someone that you have said no to on a dating app who said yes to you and seen them in public. I like got a like on a dating app and it was at a New Year's party, and that person was at the New Year's party.
With somebody else.
They knew that I saw. I said I did not respond to it.
Oh,
So
no.
yeah, the whole thing was just the worst.
That's
The
not
whole
even
talk
subtle.
was bad.
That's not even
It's
subtle.
not. That's why I didn't bring it up. But
Pretty rough,
but yeah, those are my honorable mentions.
That's good. I think the
That is
issue with
good.
mine is a lot of mine. I think I feel embarrassed about things that aren't even happening to me sometimes. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
I think that's what
Yes.
most of mine are. And I
Second
tend to
hand, yeah.
avoid those. Like for me, if I'm out to dinner with my mom, let's say, and she's ordering something and she's trying to change it up too much, and I know the waiter's gonna have a hard time. And I just like I hate that.
Come on, Mom. Yeah.
It's not really embarrassing, but like,
You're embarrassed to be with her.
yeah, like she'd be like, I'm like, well, it says on here no substitutions. Like, well, maybe I'll just add. I'm like, oh, it makes me.
Don't please.
Yeah.
That kind
Yeah.
of stuff is. I only have like two others that I'll just get over real quick. When nobody likes your draft pick on the podcast.
Yep.
Nice.
and
Nice.
then,
Nice.
Topical.
I'd say like checking yourself out in the mirror or in a reflection, like you're walking down the street, you're looking, even in
Yeah.
not getting caught. It's just catching yourself doing it. I
Right,
think
like,
is
what-
subtly
yeah.
embarrassing. Like, what am I
What am
doing?
I doing?
I don't even. I
Yep.
look doughy. Yeah, that's really all I had. Fly down, like
Fly down. Yeah, fly down's a classic.
chalky. Yeah. Clark.
Yeah, I've got some. A lot of them are pretty tame though, but I've got a couple things about squeaking. Like your shoes are squeaking,
Mhm.
squeaky brakes for some reason. Like in my head, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
my
yeah.
car
Or-
doesn't work. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else we got? Kind of like Luke's, but roll call, like in
Yeah.
elementary, middle school. Like, what do you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, just over analyzing little stuff like that.
I feel like
Um,
especially my legal name is Vincent, but then just even correcting the teacher like, can you actually call me Vinny? Like
Yeah.
it is like
Yeah.
your voice might go up an
Cooler.
octave. There's
Right.
not Vinny. Yeah.
My coworker. He's Asian. He was in a college class, and first day, the teacher's going through the names of and he got to Chang, which is not my coworker's last name, and he was looking straight at my coworker, and he's like, "Chang, is Chang here?" And
Oh,
he
no.
just kept saying it. And he's like not reacting, and then he goes down. He goes,
That's good,
"Schulte, is Schulte here?" And he goes, "Yep, I'm right here." And like,
Oh,
would be embarrassing
for the
no.
teacher. Familiar.
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah, that would hurt for the teacher. Leaving a store after not buying anything,
yeah.
like somehow
sh-
you're like,
I was between the
I
two.
don't have anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously.
I picked the wrong one.
What else we got? Running with a backpack on.
Oh yeah.
One, it's just awkward, like feels bad, and then two, it's like, yeah, you obviously weren't meant to be running if you have a backpack on.
Mhm.
What else we got? We got calling someone the wrong name. Vinny's kind of
Yep.
got something like that.
Calling someone wrong name's pretty rough.
Yeah.
That one sucks. And then
Yeah.
you think to yourself, like if it's like Maria, you then the next time you're
Oh.
like, wait,
Like,
which
yeah.
one is it? Because this
Which
one
way
is
did
there's
I
a
have-
lot
yeah.
on the line. A lot on
Yeah,
the
I
line.
get that
Yeah.
a lot. You just gotta shorten the name, or you pull a Pat Dooley, you just say my guy.
Yeah, Pat
my
didn't
guy.
even try.
My guys, my guy's a good one. That's better than like a buddy or pal because it really
So,
feels.
This is my guy.
Yeah, I like that.
Personal.
It's my guy. Yep.
Luke said this, but people noticing you got a haircut.
Yeah.
For some reason, it's like a little bit.
Dude.
It's like,
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I'm different. Not including the attachment in the email that you referenced the
that's
attachment.
Yeah.
So good.
got to send the second email.
That's
Yeah.
so good.
Man, but the program that tells you, hey, didn't you mean to
It's
send
Oh,
the-
yes.
It's
what
wild.
genius. Oh, it's
You
so
said
nice.
you said
Yeah.
attached, and there's no attachment.
Holy
yeah, it's
cow,
so good.
that is elite.
Brilliant.
Getting COVID in 2022.
Too soon.
I
I should have been in Colorado.
Oh, Rossi. Rip.
Dang.
And then we've got playing someone a song you want them to like, kind of like Vinny's,
Yeah.
where it's like
Yeah.
just anything where you're like,
Yeah.
you have put yourself out there, like, oh, I like this, I want you to like it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I try to stop I stopped telling people to watch certain movies because I
Right,
I
dude.
can't
Yeah.
handle it.
Too much on the line, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, sorry, I've got too many.
this is
Stuttering
great.
during like an insult.
Yep.
Or
Oh,
like
that's
a joke.
yep.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, during
it's
a
just
joke.
it's void. Yeah, it's
It's
completely
over.
void.
It's over.
Yeah.
GG.
You lost.
Yeah. And then I had not liking the meal. This is the one I was talking about. That was like Vinny's not liking the meal as a guest at someone's house.
Yeah.
Where
It's
it's like-
You
tough.
just gotta commit.
Yeah.
Ted Lasso it. Just keep
You're
on
shoving
going.
it down. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's all I got. Go ahead, Luce.
I don't really have many. I had like whenever you're telling a story or like talking or something and somebody like cuts you off to correct you, even though it's like something minor in the story.
Wow. Yes. Oh man. That's
And then you're just
brutal.
kind of froze up and you kind of lose track of where you are. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's not even that important anymore.
Yeah. And then accidentally having your ringer on. I don't know
Oh,
why.
that's good.
But like
Ringer's
in my
good.
pocket or something.
Flashlight too. Yeah.
Flashlight. Yep.
Flashlight, yeah.
Well,
but the
especially
ringer's
if you have an
always-
alarm. So especially if you have an alarm at like a weird time, it's like, why do you have an alarm? Are you like I was like for some reason an 11:30 a.m. alarm. Like,
I
is
have
this
that.
like for you to wake up? Like,
Yes.
and I'm like, no. I've been up since 7:30. I have been productive. Like, don't worry about it. But that's a good one. That's a really
Totally.
good one.
That's your
Yeah,
nap
the
alarm.
alarm. I remember one time somebody was asking somebody about that, and then they're like, "Oh, it's for my medication," and it was just like super awkward.
Smart.
It's like, oh gosh, dude. Well,
Yeah.
That.
That's good.
but that's all I got. That's all I got on my
That's
end.
good.
That was fun. I love doing these. I feel like it gets good conversation, and we can.
Yeah, when you can put personal stories into it.
Yeah, we relate.
Again,
Good,
I
I'm
think
glad.
most
That
of
was-
mine are just like I just love witnessing embarrassing moments, but I hate it so much.
For sure. Yep.
I was at lunch the other day with two of my coworkers again, and we're in the school cafeteria, and there's like a dessert thing, and then one guy gets a cinnamon roll, and we're talking about how dense it is. He's like, this thing's heavy. And me and him are talking about how heavy the cinnamon rolls are for some reason. And he holds it out to our other coworker across from him he's like basically saying, he's like, here, like hold this basically, but he didn't pick up on that. He's like staring at him and he fist bumped the cinnamon roll. And I was like, and he was like, I don't know why I just did that. And he was like so embarrassed by it because he thought
That's
he thought he
amazing.
was like cheersing him, like toasting him with the
Yeah.
That's
cinnamon roll.
amazing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's always
That's
funny
really
depending
strong.
on the person too, because like
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of people just view me as an idiot goofball. So anything that I do that's embarrassing, people just laugh at me. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna do
No,
Vinny views you
no.
as somebody that doesn't get embarrassed. So
it because I have to play it off because I'm an idiot goofball.
I like it. Also, the fist bump and handshake, high five
yeah.
combo of
That's
just
Sure.
that's a
That's
really rough
good.
start. Mhm.
yeah. Oh, I got
Because
one
you
more
always assume
personal
it's your
one.
fault.
I got one more personal one. Sorry. This one is
ahead.
I love
when
it.
one of your coworker tells you that you're not their favorite member of the podcast. My coworker
Right.
goes,
Wow.
I know that you're on the podcast, but Luke kills me every time.
Yeah.
Luke's everyone's favorite, dude.
Dude,
Yeah,
it was
I know.
Clark.
How
We're
can he not
family,
be?
man.
How can
Our
he
own
not be?
family.
How can he
No,
not
dude,
be?
no. I'm getting embarrassed.
Is this
Yeah,
Yorgi?
it's so
Is this
embarrassing, bro.
Yorgi?
No, this is my other coworker, Tim.
Because casually watching random kids play wiffle ball in Michigan should definitely be on my list. That's weird.
I mean, that's legitimate.
They're sick. I mean, that's really weird. I'm older than them, most of them. Why am I watching them play wiffle ball?
Oh,
Older
absolutely.
than them as well. Yeah. How old are
Hey,
you,
shout
Vinny?
out Tim, dude.
How old are you, Vinny?
I'm 27.
Oh, you're young.
Hey, but
You're
I'm
young.
still older than all those guys. Shout out Kyle Schultz and MLW wiffle ball.
Yeah, we're gonna get Jimmy Norp on.
Oh, actually, that's
I don't know. Maybe not
amazing.
actually, but we're gonna
Let's
try
go.
it. I think it's.
Lofty
I think
goals.
it's
That's a
doable.
niche. That is such a niche reference. I mean, that's
Yeah.
terrible podcasting. No one knows that.
That's what this podcast is built on.
More people
We
care
started
about
this
that.
conversation about Luke referencing a former Ohio State survivor contestant
Yeah.
or whatever to you. Oh,
That's
what were
pretty
you going to
strong.
say in the draft? You said in the draft there was something you wanted to mention that happened earlier. Vinny, right? Am I crazy?
Wait, during the draft? No, I
I don't know. In the
forget.
middle of it, you're like, I got to go back to it, and it's something that. just-
Oh no, it was the dating app. It was a dating app story
Oh,
that I said in my
okay.
honorable mentions when we were talking.
Okay.
That one made me realize it, but
Okay, that's
that
fine.
that's just like ingrained in me as like the most awkward, uncomfortable. I still remember the conversation like vividly. It was just it was
Yeah.
so painful. I feel so bad. Hopefully they're not listening. They won't be. I don't know anyone.
Speaking of embarrassing and awkward, is how I end this podcast every time because I
Heck yeah.
I never know how to do it.
Yep.
By
drop it
also
off a
telling
cliff.
the guests that we're not actually going to stop talking after this, but I'm just going to stop the recording.
Yep, that's good. But hey, thanks for having me on, by the way. I appreciate
Yeah.
it. I had a ton of fun. I was honored to be asked with some of the legends and the greats before me. But
Wow.
no, boys, I had a blast. Not a more fun way to spend a Wednesday night than
Thank you,
talking
Vinny.
with the boys about embarrassing stuff.
Great
Hopefully it's a good
idea,
episode.
Vinny. Great idea.
Glad.
I'm scared for the results. I'll say that. I'm going to be embarrassed.
Oh,
Yep. It's a
Vinny,
bad one
anything
to
to
lose.
plug? Anything to plug? I don't
Yep.
know if there's anybody listening. But
Oh no, I don't have any social media. I'm a loser at that kind of stuff. I'm trying to think. Yeah, nothing.
Plug your Venmo.
Nothing. Oh yeah, my Venmo at Joey Chestnut. If you want
Joey
to
Chestnut. Yeah.
Venmo me. That is I in college I was trying to think of the funniest D-list celebrity, and it still gets a laugh every time, which I appreciate. But in
I
like
love it.
professional settings, it's like kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like it's just or,
it
yeah.
kills me every time.
like someone owes me money. I'm like, hey, can you please Venmo me? Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, what can I pay you? I'm like,
Yeah.
at Joey Chestnut, like a very serious thing. Like, hey, you need to pay me, and then I'm like, yeah, pay me. At
So
this.
good.
You're the bookie for nationals. You got random people Venmoing
Oh
you.
yeah.
Who
Oh,
do I
yeah, the
pay?
booking.
Oh,
Gosh, that was so fun. That was so
Joey
fun.
Chestnut.
We need to. I don't know. Can we got a trip coming up here, right?
We do have a trip.
We do.
That we'll all
We
be.
do.
We won't all be together, team wise.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But
we've
we'll
got-
be there.
Sorry,
together.
Vinny.
Sorry, Vinny.
It's okay.
But
Yeah.
stay tuned.
We
stay
have a trip
tuned.
coming up.
Stay tuned for that, people. There'll be content for that, I'm sure. Might be some gambling lines that Vinny's going to create. I hope.
I mean, I'll never say no.
All right. That's the end of the episode. Thank you, everybody.
See ya.
See you
Peace.
guys.